Today I'm taking a look at one of the most anticipated LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog sets, Shadow the Hedgehog's Escape. This retails for $20 in the United States, where it releases December 1st, 2023. It's technically a 2024 set in branding. It has 196 pieces and one minifigure. So here's our first LEGO Shadow the Hedgehog minifigure. I absolutely love how this figure came out. We get a completely new head mold that's not using the same piece as, say, Sonic's head piece. The design there has some great red printing at the top, and even some on that spike beneath. He does have dual molded legs, which have some excellent printing at the front there. I like even little designs at the feet for the shoes. No side printing on the legs, but you do get some side arm printing, which looks fantastic. I like the little gold shine there. Same with the opposite side as well. And at the back, some more printing on the torso. This set gives us our first build of the Rhinobot enemy. This has a really nice design with how minimal the pieces are, but with how it gets its angles, using a clip for this front, I guess, nose part. I don't really know what to call that snout part. We also have a clip at the top for the sloping, which just kind of rests in place up here. And those eye designs are actually an exclusive print to the set from my understanding. And with how this part's clipped on, you get a little bit of movement there. But yeah, great exclusive 1x1 circular tile print. I like the spikes at the front as well. And also you have a space at the back to hold the flicky of the set. Specifically, it's the animal friend that's Clucky. Used to be called Cucky, funny enough. And this is the same one that comes in the Tales Workshop set for around $40. So an easier way to get that specific design. And you can see how you could just rest Clucky at the back inside there. Then we have the motorcycle and toll booth quote unquote builds. And so many licensed themes have a $20 set with an oversized motorcycle that makes the minifigure look tiny. I'm so happy with how this motorcycle came out. Not only is this something straight from the games, like they really accurately captured this. Great job, LEGO, with the limited pieces. But also, this just looks excellent in terms of the scaling with a minifigure on it. Much like the LEGO Mario line, there's no applied stickers on the prints in this set. These are all actual exclusive prints to this set, which is so welcome. You know how much I do not like stickers. And again, that's just an accurate depiction of the side of the motorcycle from the games. I also love the use of these paint roller pieces for the handles, as well as the smaller wheel at the front there. How they have the stand right here, so it actually has enough to stand on its own for just how balanced it is. Absolutely gorgeous in how they built this, and again, it doesn't come off like an oversized vehicle for once. Thank you, LEGO. Great job. And finally, the build here, which I called a toll booth before. Maybe that's not the best word for it, because this is part gate, part laboratory. So for the gate aspect, there's a play feature that we've seen in a couple sets before, where basically moving this part raises and lowers the gate. But even more specifically, if you push this part at the front right here, while this is on that part, you have an easy way to lower the gate, which coincides with this glass at the front for lab design. Or once you push that there, and you put this at the back, you have two features with the lab glass busting out, which of course with Shadow the Hedgehog makes him escape, hence the namesake of this set. I really adore the build for the Eggman head here. That's another great capturing of something that you could recognize while using so many simple pieces. And I also love the new print we get on this panel piece. That's just a great effect to show more of, the analysis in the lab of Shadow the Hedgehog. At the back there, you can see more of that panel piece. But that's it for the build of the set. Let's take a look at the packaging and the final verdict. The box definitely captures Radical Highway there at the background. I like how there's that key art of Shadow at the side. And then some more little graphics at the back. I absolutely adore this set. I think this is one of the best releases if not the best set of the Sonic the Hedgehog line. I'm not even a huge fan of Shadow, but you get that exclusive Shadow figure at a really cheap price. They're not trying to gouge money out of you by putting this in like a $200 set. At $20, it is also just a fantastic motorcycle build, something that LEGO Marvel can't do, where we always get oversized, ridiculous motorcycles that aren't really relevant to the property in various sets. This one is straight out of the Shadow the Hedgehog game, and I love that. The design of this little gate with the lab is clever, and while it isn't something I could say, oh yeah, this is specifically from this game, you know, it gives me some radical highway vibes. Stand up, Rhinobot. And also has that lab escape aspect from Shadow the Hedgehog, the original game. And then the Rhinobot is an exclusive build that came out fantastic. I have very little complaints about this set. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. This is absolutely fantastic and one of the best sets that I reviewed this year. So let me know what you think of this set in the comments below. This was provided to me by LEGO, and I'll see you later. Subscribe here for more LEGO Sonic content. Peace out. Bye.